Hi everybody, so I did say that I wanted to put together a little chat about the winter and how we're feeling, because I know that a lot of us, we've got to keep going, we've got to keep going, we've got to keep going. So I have put this together and I've called it Wintertime Hibernation. So should we hibernate? Shouldn't we hibernate? So forgive me for reading off my iPad, but obviously it's quite long and I wouldn't remember it all. So, is winter time for hibernating, slowing down, or doing everything with that full energy that we have all year round? So what do you think? Summertime is often full of more things to do outside. Life's mainly outside with lots of different activities and more time away from home. Maybe on holiday, and you go on holiday to re-energise and just relax and reboot. And I also think that the garden comes in, doesn't it? In the summer, it's like you've got a different room because all the outside comes in, whereas in the winter you sort of shut it out a little bit. So in the colder months it can be hard to feel motivated, especially if you don't have a sense of direction or purpose. So one thing to do is to try and change your mindset and try to look at the positives of wintertime. So what is a positive? Cosy warm nights around the fire, time to snuggle up with a book, watch a film, or start a new indoor hobby. So this will be my first winter of not driving every night, so I can actually snuggle down, which is beautiful. If you notice that you're starting to feel a little down, try not to get too engrossed in the feelings. Instead, have a go at purposefully doing something that makes you feel happier. I love putting on my favourite music and moving to it. And I love the Kundalini yoga, which really helps to shake everything out and relax. But I also love energising music to lift my spirits. Also, music like Enya, which helps to make me feel relaxed and at peace with my thoughts. So I like to have Enya on if I'm just probably doing a bit of housework to Enya. I like to do one of my fitness workouts, as I know it gets all the nutrients around my body and also blows the cobwebs away. So always good to keep exercising. So exercising outdoors or in a bright room is also a really good way of lifting one's spirit, but feeling tired can make you less inclined to exercise. So exercise is good because it decreases cortisol, the stress hormone, and raises endorphin levels. So good to try and do something if you can. But again, you've got to listen to your body. Natural daylight, even when it's cloudy, is much better for your brain and for all your hormones, as it can help to control one's mood with the natural light. If you feel you are suffering from SAD, seasonal affective disorder, you should see your doctor, as they may be able to help, as that is not really your normal winter blues. So you know the difference, and it's probably a good idea to try and, get some help if you can, if you know it's that. I also love to keep mindful of all things that I'm grateful for, especially when I wake up a little fed up in the morning, which we all can. I'm grateful for my bed, the warmth, the comfort, coziness, my first cup of tea in the morning, and I like to write down at least 3 things that I'm grateful for each day. I think that helps to really set your mind into a positive way. So what can also be a positive thing to do in the winter months is to declutter, or even just to cosy up your home. A good idea is to pick a room that you spend a lot of time in and make it as comfortable and cosy as possible, as it becomes a space you really enjoy being in and feel at peace and relaxed as soon as you enter it, so it can become your space. Even your place to exercise in. Obviously it wouldn't be good to sleep all the time or stay in bed with little or no exercise, but I do feel the winter months can be a great time to ponder our thoughts and make more time for relaxation and self-care. I love to have PJ days in the winter, brilliant, love them. As in the summertime we just keep going, and I think it's important to enjoy the downtime days of doing not so much, enjoying the quiet, simple things. When we rest, we become really creative because our brains, we've got time to stop and think. So I think it's important. It gives time for our thoughts to slow and is actually a great way to gain new ideas. Feeling sleepy and less motivated, wanting to eat more and snuggle down is fairly normal for most of us as the nights draw in. It is like a kind of hibernation, I think. You make energy by expanding energy, and regular exercise is key and much easier if you have got used to exercising in all of the seasons before the winter sluggishness sets in. Our wind down time is also important too though. Here are a few suggestions of what we can do to help with winding our bodies and minds down. So, take a bath. You could easily splash out with a few candles, did you get that? Helping to add a relaxing feel to the room, making it look beautiful and relaxing. Maybe even a glass of wine. Wind down with a book. Get cosy and snuggly. Keep a bedtime routine. De-stress by doing something for yourself to improve your mood, help you recharge your batteries. Do a Pilates session. Meditate. Drink something warm. This will help you warm up. Journal. Write down your thoughts and see them unfold. Listen to inspirational talks. Light a few candles. Go for a walk in the woods and allow yourself to slow down. Keep your Pilates mat out so whenever you need it, you can do mini workouts to remain supple and clear your mind. A life balance is important for both our physical and emotional health as well as our personal growth. The earth is slowing its own growth down to conserve energy ready for springtime during the winter. So I love this bit. The Nordic cultures do this very well by simple comforts. For them, it is also about embracing the time we're spending at home and making it a cosy place to be on those dark evenings. Maybe slowing one's pace slightly, choosing future projects. I love to ride the tide of winter's yin and yang. Yang is daylight, yin is night. Yang is activity, yin is rest. Yang is productivity, yin is restoration. For ourselves to be healthy, balanced and peaceful, we should be half one, half the other. Winter is that sense of yin. It is the earth's resting, darkness and importantly, conservation time. They understand that it takes the period of consolidation to regenerate the best from us. According to Chris Walker's published paper and shared findings, it showed that as many as 1/5 of all genes in blood cells undergo several changes in expressions. Our DNA actually change with the seasons and our bodies also slow down. Metabolism slows down during winter, during the seasons change, which occurs around late autumn, which I didn't realise it was that early. Our brain tells the body to increase its insulin levels and as a result may increase our fat production. So looking at nature during winter, plants go into a period of slow growth or in some cases no growth. We take this for granted, but have you stopped and thought why? Why do the plants get quite sparse with leaves, etc.? Plants need to start growing in the winter. Just as we struggle with cold weather, so do the plants. If the plants were actively growing during the winter, the water in the trunk, stems and leaves freeze, causing tremendous damage to the structures, with the level of water damaging the mechanism vital to plant survival. In short, it's a survival mechanism. The plant slows down, protects itself rather than fighting against the season's tides, causing stress and change and damage. So it hibernates in a way. So it can be best to wait for the spring warmth and energy boost to keep its new vibrant growth. So in short, if you think about the plant, if we apply these principles to our own life, it's easy to see how trying to keep going at full speed and power when there isn't enough nutrients around is going to cause the same damage to us. And if that damage is going to take all of our spring energy to mend and feel and heal before we can begin our new growth, maybe we do need to slow down and allow our bodies to reboot and grow. So during those winter months when you're feeling absolutely shattered and not as energized, maybe it is a good idea to slow down by doing some of the above things and not feeling guilty about it. Just enjoy the time you have to re-energize, rebalance, reboot, and plan for the spring and summertime. Wishing you all good health. And I just put this together. Obviously, it isn't all mine. I did some research, and I didn't know about the Nordic community, but I thought I'd share this with you because I, for one, I'm thinking I've got to keep going, you know. So really, I think sometimes we need to give ourselves permission to just stop, step back and go, how am I feeling? So it always goes back to breath. How am I feeling? What do I need to do? So always listen to your body. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope that you learned something from that. Bye for now.